Camron hits on Joe Smith's wife during an interview on Check Out the Stat. Now, if you ain't familiar with who Joe Smith's wife is, that's the middle-aged MILF, lady that's been all over the internet talking about that she's doing OnlyFans, and she got caught by her husband doing OnlyFans, which is an ex-NBA player. But when I was looking at the video, it kind of looks like that he's in on the scam. It looks like that they both broke and they trying to find a way to get some money. You can just look at him. He look plain. He look like your granddaddy look. No jewelry, no spark, no shine to him. He just looked like a dull human being. So I think that the money had ran out in the NBA, and they trying to pull out something to make them relevant again. And I give them credit. She's showing credit of a lady that has her man's back when times are tough. But to the public, it look like she ain't shit. Y'all been tricked. That man ain't. He know what she doing. But anyway, since she look like she's a freak and she done tricked everybody, Camron and took his shot and says, man, an apology and hinge for his entire career. And in a recent interview he conducted shows that he doesn't plan to start behaving anytime soon. Man, look, Camron is a wild, untamed brother. He just got a little older, that's all. Y'all remember how wild Cam used to be back in the motherfucking days with Jim Jones when they was young and shit. Now, during the episode of Check Out the Stat, published on Friday, the rapper turned reporter hosted Keisha Chavis, who is married to an ex-NBA forward, Joe Smith. Now, the couple recently went viral after video of them disagreeing over her making an OnlyFans account start making the rounds. Chavis also has several other streams of revenue, among which is a massage service, which particularly grabbed the Dipset MC's interest. Yeah, he was like, I want her to be touching all over my body. He just want her to touch all on him. That's all it is. This what he said to her. If I wanted you to become one of my body rub babes, like would you be a body rub babe for me? He asked the businesswoman. After she hesitantly agreed, he added, I don't mean to be unprofessional or anything, but I can't stop looking at your cleavage. Your cleavage is popping, baby. Now look, it's like in the jungle. When a certain lion see a certain female jungle, he be like, I got to have this pussy. I don't care if I got to kill the nigga she with, to take over the pride, whatever it takes. I got to have this pussy right here. And them lions fight to death over that pussy. So, when you have a human, attraction to another human and it's sexually and both of y'all are attracted to each other, it's gonna go down. Nothing nobody can do or get in the way can stop and prevent this. So, I just feel like Camron is gonna be fucking the shit out of Joe Smith's wife if he haven't already tapped it already off for Camron. She agreed too fast. Now, watch the 47-year-old shameless comment on his guest's body at the 1907 mark. Now, when he made the comment, she made that body language move that women do when you tell them something that they like and it make them feel good. Like that little giggle move, that little twist to the side. I'm sexy, I still got it. That's the kind of look she did. Like, ooh, they still want to fuck me out here. Yeah, if you pretty, no matter how old you get, and you can keep your body in shape up, you can still find dick that wants to stroke you. Now, in similar news, Kodak Black recently proposed that he and Tiffany Haddish, that they should pair up to make an OnlyFans video. And guess what this motherfucker had a nerve to do this? He went on Instagram Live and did this. First, he went on Drink Champs and spoke it out in the air. Now Kodak is a motherfucker now. Now when the comedian joined the stream, Kodak switched gears and suggested they should get together and record adult content. Nope, we not doing this, she replied. First of all, I'm too old for that shit. Second of all, I got box office moves. I don't need to go on OnlyFans, okay? Exactly. Now, Kodak Black be so high off of them, all them pills and drugs he be taking, he don't even use logic when some of the shit come out of his mouth. He talking to Tiffany Haddish like she a broke black bitch. She is a rich black bitch. She is a rich black woman. She don't need to get on OnlyFans, nigga. That's for the woman that's on the come up. That's the opportunity that you present them. You got to know what you're dealing with and who you're dealing with before you make yourself look foolish. Now, he then pivoted and asked for a movie, but Haddish instead got him and agreed to make a song together. Now, she got plans to be in his home state in Florida for a court date, so she decided to get some help, and they going to go up in the studio and make a song. Now, come on, Tiffany. What type of song is Tiffany Haddish going to make? Tiffany ain't got a rap skill or singing voice to first, but you know what she can do? She can do like an introduction. You know, a lot of entertainers, they get on your song and say a line or two right before your song really take off. And then, you know, that's basically a feature. It's like an audio feature. But for singing and rapping, Tiffany had to stop. You know you and Kodak Black ain't finna do shit. Now, I'm going to tell you something, too. Now, a lot of people play their role like they ain't going to do nothing and they miss Goody Two-Shoes, but they still will fuck on the low. Now, if she going to still do a song, that means that she's letting them know, I will do something with you, but not the way you want it to go. And then when they get in their studio, we know what's going to go down. He going to get that pussy. Next time. See, that comes from a lot of you women putting titties in these little boys' mouth for too long. Look at Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy been crying like a crybaby for the last 3-4 weeks on the internet. This time, he crying about criticism that he got from Snoop. He said Snoop inspired, well, let me start the story out right. Soulja Boy that was inspired by J. Cole's recent recollections of initially being a hater of the Crank That rapper has been in a reflective mood lately. He recently recalled another artist who was skeptical about him at first, Snoop Dogg. Now, over the weekend, Soulja Boy took to social media to share how devastated he was that Dogg father wasn't feeling him at first. Look, you can't worry about who accept you and who don't accept you. Some of these niggas I don't understand. Soulja Boy is a rapper that made it from nothing with an app, a music app that he took, perfected, made good beats, put good lyrics on it, and showed the world that you can get rich on the internet. He was one of the first YouTube rappers to blow up, to show people that you ain't just got to wait on the rap deal. So Soulja Boy has been historic in his time. So you don't have to get approval from somebody that did it a different way before you. Now you got to look at it like this here. Times always change, nothing that stays the same. So older rappers that couldn't make it on the internet, that had to sign rap deals, they had to sign their life away, they're going to be mad at younger rappers that took a different route and they had to go through all that, whether they like their music or not. Because everybody's music is not for everybody. Everybody had their taste. Everybody had their choice. So Soulja Boy, stop worrying about what these motherfuckers like and what they don't like. Now, he said, when I first came out, Snoop was like, Crank That. What is this bullshit? He said, it hurt my soul. I wanted to cry. I was 17 at the time. This is my idol telling me that I suck. I'm like, what the fuck? But the story had a happy ending. And he said when he met Snoop in person, he was like, man, my bad. I didn't understand the song when it first came out. Now I jammed to this shit. I always just had a soft spot in my heart for the people that I hated, Soulja Boy said, because I've always been hated on. This is what it was. When the song first came out, and there's like a lot of songs that come out where they don't really have a story. It's just a good beat, and a rapper is just saying their lyrics on top of, you know, however they feel about it. But it's a good song. It may not be a song that you can relate to lyrically, but sound-wise, it's a good song. Now, when it first came out, I ain't gonna lie, the production of it, of Soulja Boy, Crank That song, it was real bad. You know, it was distorted, so it did sound bad. Then once they cleared it up and got it mastered and mixed right, it was more smoother. But people got on to it because it plays so much. It's like anything that you hear repetitious repeatedly over and over and over, it finds a way to grow on you, whether you like it or not, because you implant something in somebody's brain. And if you hear something a certain amount of times, you're going to eventually start saying it. That's what babies do. That's how they pick up on the bad shit and the good shit we do. They see us do it over and over and over, and then they go on to it. Next topic. Let's talk about pride. And I ain't talking about the kind of pride that you have when you're doing bad or you're doing good. Your morals, what you stand for, what you want. I'm talking about pride in the LGBT community. And what just happened? A pride flag got towed down at a Hoboken restaurant for the second time. A restaurant in Hoboken, New Jersey is looking for answers after the owner says his pride flag was vandalized for the second time. Eyewitness News obtained a video of the flag torn down and hanging outside. It's the second time the pride flag at Uncle Milton's Cafe has been vandalized. The first time was 3 weeks ago when owner Milton Canales found his flag ripped up and burned. They burned the sides first, then they slashed it, and then they left it hanging. On Sunday morning, it happened again. I said, "Oh, Lord." There we go again, Canales said. Now, what is he saying, "Oh, Lord," for? We are living in a time where when everything first came out with the LGBT community, a lot of people were scared and terrified of certain things that they could say or talk about. Now, I'm not condoning burning this flag because you shouldn't burn nobody's flag. You shouldn't touch people's property, and you shouldn't hate people. We have to love everybody. But I'm just saying certain things that goes on with certain people, the bad part, not the good part. We're talking about the pedophiles that hide under the communities and play like that they're for something else, but really they just targeting kids. And a lot of people know that there's people that's hiding up under this LGBT community that are really just not gay. They're really pedophiles. Not everybody, but the ones that are. So that's why people are not going to just be receptacle to accepting this. And they're going to continue to do stuff like this. If first people was real timid about reacting, now they're just going to react. Now, Canales found the flag cut down and wrapped around the front door handles, but this time he was able to hang it right back at this spot. The cafe's entire message is one of inclusivity and safety with welcoming messages and even a little book corner for the LGBTQ plus youth. See what I just said? Plus youth. That means that this is kids in the community and they're supporting this in their cafe. You playing with somebody's kid. People want their kids to get grown before they decide what sex or what gender they're going to be or what they like. Not an outside stranger or a community influencing my child that I brought in the world. That's why this motherfucker, they keep doing this. Y'all got to just have a regular LGBTQ section. You can't have it plus you for kids. Stop. Now, Canales says he's worried about the hateful message the vandal is sending young people who might be vulnerable. If someone's playing a joke or they think this funny, it's not funny. He said it's very hurtful, and at this time it's scary. Let me tell you something, business owner. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. So you should stop broadcasting something that potentially can hurt your patrons. Just leave that alone. Some things are not for everybody. Especially when you're running a business. You can't run a business and expect people to like your personal beliefs. You have to run that business as a business. Keep your personal beliefs separate from the business. See, that's the problem. But if this owner don't stop this, he's gonna be sorry. You gotta read the signs when the signs are there. Then back in August, a business owner in California was killed arguing with someone who had torn down her pride flag that she kept replacing. When it happens a second time, there's that notion of harassment of something that is no longer a one-off, and we want to make sure that doesn't happen. Community advocate Ron Batista said. Batista tweeted saying this cannot be tolerated and was quote tweeted by Hoboken mayor who called it unacceptable. And they said Hoboken is a firm, welcoming city where all are welcome and respected. Hate has no place here. Exactly. It's not hate. It's just people fearful of their kids being taught by sick people hiding up under a community, not really representing it right. That's it. Just tune into another motherfucking episode a Legend of Comic show today. We talked about people turned down this pride flag at this restaurant for 2 times, and just acting a fool about something that they don't believe in. We talked about different things today on the show about how kids get sensitive because certain people don't accept them. What I mean by kids, Soulja Boy the rapper, worrying about senior citizens rappers not giving him the credit and clout for all his hard work he's been putting in. You can't worry about what people don't like about you. You got to be yourself and free yourself and enjoy and explore this life that we have. Until the next time, until the next episode, do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day, Nico.